Hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, bro. I really hope we blow out the Browns. Look. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I got Myles Garrett as being the defensive player of the year thus far. Now, I'm an honest person. I always try to be transparent. I know a lot of times people say, well, you're not transparent when it comes to Lamar. No, I'm honest when it comes to Lamar. But for the most part, I always try to be transparent for the most part, okay? And Myles Garrett has been the epitome of the defensive player of the year thus far. He has impacted the game on special teams, defense. He's even generated offense on defense. The man has been an absolute wrecking ball to most offenses and offensive players thus far during this season. After me saying all of that and giving respect and just due to his accomplishments thus far throughout his very, very good career, you're going to get slapped. Oh, yeah, and I'm slapping you in the all-black suit. Wading in the water. Let me tell you something right now. Instead of just saying, bruh, let me stay out of this when it comes to the Burrow-Lamar thing, because we already know what it is. Burrow is who they want to push as the arch nemesis or the usurper or the ability to usurp Patrick Mahomes off the throne of the NFL's quarterback pantheon. That's what the NFL and that's what the media wants. Why? It's because he looks like Tom Brady. That's why. That's literally why. Joe Cool. Oh, look at the way he smiles. Oh, his leopard printed suit. Oh, he looks like he's ready for a jungle. Giddy up. Giddy up. That's how they feel when it comes to him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little clip. I love playing these clips. It's so much fun. Of Myles Garrett doubling down on why he feels Joe Burrow is the superior quarterback to Lamar Jackson. Take a listen, guys.
Even though Lamar has he's produced at a higher level at this point in his career, even though Lamar has a MVP,
even though
he's more dynamic in what he does. But I think the results that Burrow has come up with speak for themselves. Not saying that that can't change any given day, but I'd give Burrow the nod for what he's been able to accomplish.
I have a question, and I really want to know this seriously. Burrow is a great quarterback. Like, I'm not even going to say he's not. My thing is, isn't it funny that when certain players win the MVP or play at an MVP level or was in the MVP running, it gets dismissed? I'm going to make a point. The other day on First Take, Stephen A. Smith said he does not feel that Lamar Jackson is the best player or even close to being the best quarterback in the NFL. But he still believes he's going to win the quarterback or the MVP because of his quarterback play. And he said it's because it's all about the story. And I kind of had to laugh because he doesn't say that about Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't say that about Tom Brady. He doesn't even say that about Brett Favre with all his off-the-field problems. He doesn't say that about Peyton Manning. He doesn't say that about none of them. The only player that I've seen... Matter of fact, I'm lying. Oh, slap Nitro for being wrong. Oh. Sorry, Nitro. Oh, my cheek hurts. Let me tell you, the only two players that I've ever seen them absolute just to their MVP award or what they accomplished in that season or during their career has been Cam Newton and Lamar Jackson. Now, you have to sit back and start asking yourself why. Why? There's been a lot of good quarterback, good players and stuff like that, but those two players seem... Remember when Cam Newton would do he would run up and go and do the Superman, and after every touchdown, he would take the football and give it to a child. Give it to a child. I mean, do you know how many children were absolutely elated? They're screaming. Parents started buying even closer tickets just for a chance that if Cam Newton scores, he's going to give it to one of the children in that area. And he was frowned upon for that. He was frowned upon it by even former players. and they'll say that, and they'll laud Joe Burrow's confidence. You remember when Aaron Rodgers was real cocky when he was doing the dish down, double check in front of people after he would score and stuff like that? Oh, that's just his swag. And then other guys, it's a problem. Now, the Lamar stuff, because, you know, I touch on that, the current NFL news seems to be never ending, not only because Lamar is a lightning rod for views, meaning viewership. It brings positive and negative viewership to whatever you're saying about him. But also, I think there's an underlying problem when it comes to him. And what I mean by that is they were all wrong. They were all wrong. Until today, they still believe that there's a sliver or maybe an ounce of ability for them to be correct. They were celebrating when Lamar Jackson got injured. I repeat, they were celebrating when he got injured. Ah! Ha, ha, ha! We knew it would happen. Happens to every running back in the league. They were laughing at him, going through his problems, trying to get paid from the team. They laughed at his other injury. And now they belittle at every chance one of the highest awards you can get in the NFL. And then, like with him doing it, oh, well, you know, Joe Burrow just accomplished more. Accomplished what? Making it to a Super Bowl. Those games were not decided by Joe Burrow. It wasn't like, oh, my God, he's lighting it up. Like we've seen Patrick Mahomes multiple games go 4 passing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, 400, 500 passing yards in the playoffs. It's not Joe Burrow. Not Joe Burrow at all. Everyone says, well, he had one of the worst O-lines in the league, and he still made it. That's the only thing that was bad about the team. The defense was upper tier. The weapons were top tier. Running back, top tier. And I want to ask this question. If you guys, and I really want this question to go out. For everybody saying, you know, receivers want to play with Joe and blah, 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 and look at the stats that they get. They're better when they play with them and everything else, and that's what dictates how good he is as a quarterback. Why is Tyreek Hill doing better statistically without Patrick Mahomes? Just answer me that. Answer that simple question. He's getting literally about the same amount of targets he was getting in Kansas City. Do you think Tua is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes? Seriously. Would you even entertain that thought? No. Because you would be like, bro, seriously? It's a team game. It is a team game. You need a team to win. No matter how dominating one player can be, you still need a team. We've seen some of the greatest players doing some of the greatest performances and still lose. Dan Marino never got a Super Bowl, guys. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks this league has ever seen. And it's not even close. He's never got a Super Bowl. He made it to 1 Super Bowl. What he got? Is it 2 MVPs he got, or he got 1? Are you going to say that he did not live up to his talent level? See what I'm trying to say? I just don't understand the belittling of people's accomplishments. Look, the Super Bowl is a team award. Team award. Name me one thing that Joe Burrow has led the league in to set himself aside to be like, yo, has he led the league in passing yards? No. Passing touchdowns? Not at all. Has he led him in completion percentage? No bueno. I mean, what has he really led them in? And the funny thing is, when I say it, they're like, well, it matters where he's been. Stats don't matter. Well, it does when it's going to Lamar. Because what you guys say is that passing yards matter. See, I set those things up for traps for y'all to fall into, for me to go, I got you. It's absolute drivel. If you don't have the team, right, you're not going to go there. Lamar has done the most in this league with the absolute least. And even the last 2 years he got hurt, he was firmly in the MVP talks. He was top 5 in MVP voting up until that point. The Ravens were what? 1 year 8-3, the other year 8-4. 1 year he was leading the entire AFC before he went down. The other year he was leading the AFC North still. It took injury for the Bengals to even be the AFC North champions. Now that Lamar is healthy, we're in the leadership role again. And not only on top of that, Lamar wins against Joe Burrow. He's 3-1 versus him. So where's all this Joe Burrow is like he runs Lamar, he runs the AFC? I don't get what you're saying. And he does even equally worse versus the Browns. But shout out to making it to the Super Bowl. Still a great accomplishment as a team. Still a great accomplishment. But you couldn't finish the deal. Couldn't put a stamp on it. See, you smelt victory, but you never tasted it. And that must hurt from a Cincinnati point of view, right? Because that's the closest you guys have ever came. Smelling victory. Never being able to take a bite in it. To fill your stomach. But it's okay. As big as I am, you could tell that I've ate a lot from victory cake, baby. And so is a lot of the Raven flock. And we've done it. And 2 of them in a smaller amount of time than your entire, existence as a team. So be humble. And hopefully, I see the same words that are being spewed after we beat them on Thursday that's being spewed now. Because I want to see how they're going to say. I'm going to see how they pivot. Because that's always the number one thing. How do you pivot? And we're going to get to see how they pivot. We definitely are. But as always, this is an episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. And now how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know all the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you want to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yeah.